Brothers and sisters, this is Vic Callender, and I'm on, of course, on the Sherry Veronica program. And I am here because I'm led to believe that we are in a global leadership crisis. I don't care what politicians say, they cannot solve the problems that plague the world. We're headed towards a population of 8 billion people on the planet, and based on economic models, which are, of course, the model encapsulates um, you have to have money, capital, land, and people. And we have diminished capital, um, available land space is declining with a burgeoning population. Politicians are unable to solve the crises that plague their countries. And as a result, more and more people are going to be suffering. It doesn't matter what geographical space you live in. Um, More and more people going to try to run away from warfare, famine, drought, um, drug dealers. More and more people going to try to escape into what they perceive to be better living conditions because everything is predicated on Maslow's hierarchy of needs when you come down to the simplicity of human existence. And if those available resources are not there, guess what? We have major conflict all over the world, all over the world. What am I saying? I'm saying that people should vote their conscience and their pocketbook. Um, no longer can you afford to give your vote to somebody who does not or will not have your best interests at heart. Politicians, and I want to make this very, very crystal clear, especially um, in so called democracies. Um, their pension funds are structured in such a way that they will reach the continuum of their pensions, um, you know, two political terms or whatever the case is. I don't know what it is in Barbados, but I guarantee you that the Barbadian political elites, that their pensions are taken care of, and that the pension fund is not the same as the national insurance scheme that most Barbadians would have to operate within. If it was, the decision making of most politicians would not be what it is right now. If their pensions were to be gathered from the national insurance scheme, they paid into that and subsequently would have to benefit from that like regular citizenry. The decisions that politicians make legislatively will not be like that. Their monies come from a different source. Um, so um, we have to have a holistic, realistic conversation with ourselves relative to the politicians that are elected to serve in Barbados and elsewhere. I mean, and um, make up our minds what's best for us and our families. Vote our pocketbooks. You no longer can, walk around with the old okey doke. Well, this lackadaisical attitude mentality that we're going to vote along the same lines as our families voted, 40 years ago, or stay with one political party. That's nonsense. You have to look at this thing top to bottom and vote relative to what's best for you and your families in the here and in the now. And don't give your votes away to somebody for tin of corned beef or a flat screen TV or whatever nonsense they come around with. That's insulting. And it says that the politicians will treat you the same way as the slave masters on the plantations sought to treat you or did treat our ancestors during slavery. We got to change that mentality and get to understand what it is to really truly aspire to freedom and to, you know, planning for generations not yet born. When we're able to do that, we're able to put politicians where they need to be, which is in their place, so that they know that they are the servants. Politicians are the servants of the masses. Until we're able to do that, we will only be kicking the can down the road, and the people will not be served the way they should be served. You understand? Not be served the way they should be served at all. We need to make a change as a people to understand, have an educated solution to the problems that plague our people, and be able to take that educated solution to the politicians who want our votes, and to tell them, here is why I'm not going to vote for you, or here is why I'm going to vote for you. And we need to be able to do that. And when you do that, your conscience is clear. You can go on with your life, make informed decisions. Make informed decisions. Because, like the late Prime Minister O.N.S. Arthur once said, it takes money to care. It takes money to care. And oftentimes, what's happening is people insult or try to insult our intelligence by telling us whatever they think we need to hear, not what they tell us what they want us to hear. Sorry, not what we need to hear. So we need to change that model, that modus operandi.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.